these phones literally, people were having to like completely disable stuff. In order for me to get mine to run, I had to disable the Facebook app that comes on their standard. You can't actually get rid of it, you have to disable it. I had to uninstall the updates on it first, which once I did that, it dropped from 1.6 of the CPU being used down to 1.5, and then slowly crept back up to 1.6. And even then, if I tried to do anything with Chrome, it would load, freeze for about 10-15 seconds, and then would let me manipulate the page.
I had to, it said delete the Facebook app, and so like that's what I did. And then
yes,
I had to watch Netflix on my other phone because it wouldn't work on this one. The sound quality was so bad. It kept on like crackling and stuff like that. Maybe I did this yesterday.
Good morning, you guys. No, not like this. There was almost some curb running into. If there were people there, you just mowed them down.
No, I didn't.
You can't seem to change gears without looking down, and you've got to be able to do it to where you keep your eyes on the road. Magic! Okay, so that's going in the glove box.
What?
I grabbed the placard from outside the window because it slid right out of it.
Oh my god!
Anyway, thank God we weren't going like 50 miles an hour, and that would have been easily picked up if I hadn't caught it. And I could never do that again. So, good morning. We've already had quite the morning. My night trying to get these phones fixed stopped at 3 a.m.
yeah, she's a little tired and cranky.
We have discovered buy one, get one free does not mean that with this company. They require us still to pay monthly payments on them and a deposit.
On the free one too.
On the free one also.
Fancy with
So we are headed to the store.
Is that Curtis?
Because what? No. Doesn't even look like him. Because we can use the, is it the buyback program where you're switching from carriers?
Yes.
In store, customer service got it fixed to where we could do that. Now, mind you, we're probably gonna go in and they're gonna tell us a different story.
Yeah.
So far, that's what we've dealt with. One representative telling us one thing, another telling us another, and so we'll see what happens, because within a couple of hours our SIMs didn't work in 2 of the phones.
This company, the left hand really doesn't know what the right hand's doing, and when you had 2 representatives on, it really seemed like one was trying to work with us and the other one didn't so much want to work with us, but didn't want to lie to us. It's like, well, no, that's not how that works. Well, no, we can, what can we do for them? What can we do? It's like, it almost seemed like one was patting us on the head and the other one was like, but that's not how that works.
Yeah, mind you, we're out of the military buy devices for 50% off area, so now we don't even get that, which would help with the deposit, but that's what our trade-ins are for, is to help pad that large deposit for us.
Realistically, that's kind of what I was thinking that we were going in for when you mentioned T-Mobile, so I'm thinking we're going in that way, but it sounds like the salesman talked you into something else.
No, you knew what? You even looked up the phones.
I didn't look up the phones until afterward.
After everything was said and done, yeah.
Exactly.
But here's the funny thing is he didn't bother to tell us that they would pay for our stuff even. So it's not like he's trying to Well, it's like he was trying to save the company money because we do owe on our phones through AT&T. And so if he doesn't tell us that, then we eat that cost and we still have to pay their bill plus AT&T's on the phone.
Right, which from a company standpoint, he sounds like a very good company man, but not very customer oriented, which you can't fault him for being a company man, but at the same time, your customer service.
And I remember when I worked for Singular, their biggest thing was upsell. You know, get them to get a better product, get them to get a better service. But then at the same time, we were supposed to make sure they had the best service for what they were paying. And I'm not seeing any of that right now. Especially like when we're told with the SIM cards that went down, we'll replace them for free, go into the store. Okay, then that's what we'll do. No problem. Then the representative we just got off the phone with a little bit ago tells us, they might charge you for it. Well, I've already paid out $100 for SIMs. Is this a reoccurring issue? Am I gonna have to replace the SIM every month? Because that gets real expensive real quick.
Yeah. I mean, you've seen the one review, even on their website, one of the reviews had it down as a either 1 or 2 star, and she had replaced the SIM 3 times in 5 months. She had to disable almost half of the factory installed apps and had to install a couple others just so she could browse the internet and make it work semi-sorta before they would even let her replace the phone.
And so the phones we have through T-Mobile will be done under buyer's remorse.
Thankfully.
We could have done the Jump program. Because on the Jump program you can change your phones once a month. But I shouldn't have to trade in phones that don't stand up, and they have to be in good working condition, and they're not right out of the box. I mean, you've got a phone that destroyed its SIM quickly, and these phones can't transfer anything from our phones to the new phones at all. I don't think Lex ever got hers transferred. She lost, it would not do her contacts, and that was the one thing with the gentleman. I said it has to take really good pictures. And he said, this one will take really good pictures. I was like, yeah, my daughter likes to take pictures. Oh, okay, wait. She's 15. Let me change that. She likes to take selfies.
Okay, that's not completely true.
Look at your Instagram. Or not your, well, yeah, your Instagram.
Snapgram.
Your Snapchat.
Instagram.
Not Facebook, because I don't think anyone in the house is really all about Facebook. Except for, ooh, log on, you get 50 crystals for free. And so that's what we use Facebook for. I don't, but I can't even run our Twitter. I can't run our YouTube through these phones. I can't do jack. And when you're uploading videos every day, I need a phone that will help, not hinder all of the process. I have a migraine just like a mother. I'm definitely done, and the day has barely started.
Look, Lex.
What? Stopping.
Can you feel the braking?
Yeah.
Barely.
And stop abruptly now.
Not Lex.
Yeah, Lex yesterday, she did pretty good. Took her around the block, and she, like I said, would have ran into a million cars.
No, I wouldn't.
And she revs the engine really, really bad.
She gets that from her dad.
It's not on purpose.
That's why I said use your big toe to press the gas.
And I did, but it freaking was still revving the engine.
Lex, you have to let go of the clutch. There's this like happy spot where letting go of the clutch and depressing the gas where they meet to where you're not going. And I'm like, I had to hit her once on the hand. I was like, let go of the gas. But the first time around the corner, she went to stop at the second stop sign, and it was like, and I almost went to go, good job, and it was like stopping, stop. Okay, never mind, won't praise you, sorry for even thinking that.
That's why I didn't even bother showing her the gas yet. She had first and reverse.
And that's what I did when I was learning to drive a stick, was I sat in our driveway frontwards, backwards, frontwards, backwards, frontwards, backwards. And that's all I did. And even us driving over a year now, we still, I know about me, but I rarely do it, but I still kill it every once in a while. And I think I've been, in the last month, I think you might have done it once.
No, probably 3 or 4 times.
Oh, okay.
It just depends.
But I don't drive much anymore. When your knee is messed up and that's the one you have to use for the gas constantly, yeah, no, I can barely get off my couch some days. I do, but it hurts. Like last night I went to go get into the tub, and it felt like that cyst in the back of my knee was bulging because I couldn't even get it to a 30-degree angle to get into the tub. It was awful. So this is definitely not fun, and driving a stick, not so fun. Did you teach her that in ours at least you have to keep that clutch back in reverse because it likes to slip out?
What do you mean?
The clutch when you're in reverse likes to slip out?
No, I told her to hold on to it when we're in reverse.
Okay. What I just asked.
Oh,
Just making sure. Yeah, I tried to get her to go into second, and that was like look down, and I'm like, you gotta just feel it. You'll know when you hear it, when you need to switch, the whole 9.
Yeah, even though I did not know when I was going to switch.
I'm on the safer end, so it's like 3,000, 3.5. You'll hear where it revs kind of high. That's when you want to do it. And you never want to get in the red because you're just going to burn out everything.
Right. Yeah, this motor is not designed for that shit.
And this is definitely, with our car, it definitely wants a 6th gear.
Yep.
So needless to say,
That's
after...
a second cop.
Oh wow, that's a sheriff though.
Yep. Just make you wonder what's going on and who got hit now.
After taking Lex for some driving lessons,
Sure, that's what we'll call it.
some jerking lessons, my back definitely hurt last night, so that didn't help anything. And then dealing with everything until 3 a.m. By 2, I was hysterical and crying. You know, the ugly, snotty cry, because I just felt like I let my family down and I put us into a bad situation to where we have phones that are like landlines that leave the house. Because I know with us traveling to Portland, we have to have GPS. GPS will not work. GPS, and what's the other one? Maps. So it has pre-installed Google stuff on there. It won't run the Google stuff. lucky. Well, and then yesterday, Sunshine Rebel.
Oh, that's a unique fucking color. Oh, watch my mouth. Sorry, that was, yeah.
Pretty.
That's a word or phrase.
That's an adjective.
Not really.
Yes, it is.
Or
Oh,
an
I'm
argument.
not ready for this crap.
Well, get
Lex,
you some.
grab all of the old phones from AT&T. See you guys after a while.